Hi.
Hi!
Hello!
Hi, Jen.
Kamusta?
Happy
Hello, PS. Hello, Angeli.
Hi, ma'am.
Ayan.
Hi,
So,
P.
magandang hapon! Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. My name is Jen,
Of course, and I am
Marketing
PS.
Program Coordinator.
And I'm Angeli, here at Kawayan.
So yun, no? Ang ganda ng background music, talagang nakaka-hype dahil nga ngayong
Yes.
March, celebrate natin ang, ano bang meron ngayong Jen?
Yes! Correct. Yes, PS. We are celebrating Women's Month.
Wow. Yeah.
Nakaka-excite tong month na to, guys, kasi biro nyo, binigyan tayo ng isang buwan, tayong mga kababaihan, para i-celebrate yung pagkababae natin. So, P, can you share with us, bakit nga ba binigyan ng isang buong buwan ang babae? Why are we doing this? Why are we celebrating Women's Month, including the Philippines? Bakit natin pinopromote ito?
Of course, no? So, first of all, happy International Women's Month sa lahat ng nanonood po dito sa Buyer, okay? No? Glad thing when you actually look at the Philippine Commission's website, it says that in the Philippines, the Women's Month celebration has been served as an avenue to highlight women's achievements and, of course, to discuss continuing and emerging women's empowerment and gender equality issues and concerns, challenges, and commitments. No? So meron talagang mga mandates or laws na nagsiserve as legal basis para i-celebrate nga tong Women's Month, which is March. But more than that, of course, we at Buyer recognize this and of course, we want to become part of it.
Alright, sobrang interesting ng magaganap ngayong araw. At sobrang interesting lalo kung bakit natin ito celebrate. So, ayan, wala na pa tumpik-tumpik pa. Let's take a look on the video how this initiative was made and why it is important.
Kaming mga kababaihan ay parte ng komunidad na kung saan kami ang gumagawa ng desisyon kung ano yung ikakabuti ng aming pagsasaka.
I think because women also do the majority of labor for planting, weeding, and harvesting. Bilang parte ng kababaihan, mahalaga rin ang aming ginagampanan sa larangan ng agrikultura.
Because in our community, women is more than artistic than men. Women also prepare for the foods of the farmer.
Since I am a plant breeder, I know that women are the main custodians of the knowledge of the crop varieties. We know very well what crops are to be produced and know how to grow them well.
Women are vital to the success of agriculture because we greatly influence and actively participate in decision-making, innovation, finances, labor, and policies.
Una sa decision-making ng mga kalalakihan, dapat suportahan ito ng mga kababaihan para sa tagumpay nito. At isa pa, ngayong panahon, ang mga kababaihan ay kayang gagawin ng mga kalalakihan.
Para sa mas mabisa at produktibong pagsasaka, likas na rin ang pagiging madiskarte at kagalingan sa budgeting na malaking tulong na papel sa tagumpay ng agrikultura.
As a woman, I can share to you 2 points. First and foremost, I think women's contributions are much more diverse from anyone else. From simple housekeeping to livestock management and even linked to giving important key decisions in farm management. And second and most importantly, I think women's population is half of the world's population. This shows that women beat the odds by the numbers.
Isip usa ka asawa sa farmer, dako o katabang ang usa ka asawa tungod kay aside nga magluto, magpahinumdom usab sa mga bana, kung unsay kakulangon sa ang mga produkto.
Ang babae, kusog ni siya manguriher, kusog mo padasig, o positibo sa mga trabaho sa mga lalaki, o kusog ko ni siya manguriher sa mga sayo, sa mga ilang mga buhat.
May buntag, ako si Marites Cabiles, nagpuyo sa Sitio Hebron. Isa ko kaasawa sa mag-uuma. Isip, sa kababay, sa ka-importante, tungod kay kung unsay kakulangon sa akong bana, ako magpahinumdom, alam sa lambuan sa among panginabuhi.
Mahalaga ang papel ng kababaihan sa pag-unlad ng kultura dahil nakakatulong kami sa maraming gawain sa aming mga sakahan. At bilang main source ng family income ay malaki ang aming kontribusyon para iangat ng mabuti ang aming pagsasaka.
Ako isip asawa, kaabag sa akong bana, nga nagluto sa sama sa pamahaw panudto para sa ilang kahimsog o kapiskay sa ilang paglawas para makalahutay sa pagkumain.
Katuwang po kami sa lahat ng aspeto, maging ito man ay mga pananim o pag-aalaga ng hayop. Simula sa pagbabudget, management, farm activities, tulad ng pagpapatanim, pagpapatubig.
Kailangang sinupin ang mga butil ng palay sa ikadadami ng ani.
Bilang asawa ng magsasaka, mahalaga ang papel namin mga kababaihan dahil kami ang nagbibigay ng inspirasyon para pag-igihan nila ang pagsasaka para sa siguradong tagumpay.
Women must involve themselves in the formulation of plans and policies to achieve a sustainable agriculture.
Wow! There we have it. Sobrang nakakatuwa and nakaka-inspire yung mga babae sa ating video. And we can truly say that women are integral in the success of the agriculture. And they are really part of the backbone ng industriya.
Yan, tama ka dyan, Angie.
Yes, that's right. Yes,
okay,
yes, that's right, Angeli. We at Bayer recognize the importance of women in our society. And today, we have organized a special event specifically designed for women, since March is also to be Women's Month. Yeah. So today, we have convened some of our beloved women farmers in Kawayan, Isabela for this Bayer OK session to talk about women's reproductive health. So this topic we are going to discuss is an important topic, but it's not often to talk about because it's considered a sensitive and taboo topic. But we believe all aspects of our health should be given enough attention since it's part of our overall well-being. So today we will talk about women's health, understanding contraception and its ABC benefits. So why contraception? Because women nga plays an important role. And women should be empowered to take control of their reproductive health and be made aware of the different options available to them. So the purpose of this talk is to educate and inform women so they can make their own choices related to their reproductive health. It may be a sensitive topic. That is why we would like to emphasize that we are talking about contraception in the context of marriage and family planning. So once again, this is Bayer Online Kapihan, Grow, which means greater role of women in agriculture.
Yay, tama ka dyan, Jen. Ang ganda talaga ng ating concept dyan. Greater role of women in agriculture. And if mapapansin natin, yung mga kaninang nag-play na video ay from different customers from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao po. No? So maraming salamat po. And because going back, we want to connect to more people. We are doing parts of the sessions virtually. Actually, before the event, para mas masaya, why don't we have a small chat with our participants from Kawayan, Isabela, live na live, kasama si Daniel Canesha. Hi, Dan!
Hi, Dan!
Hello, Dan!
Hi! Happy International Women's Month!
Hello!
Yes, happy Women's Month.
Kamusta dyan, Dan? Ang saya naman. Sumama
Ang
tayo
tao.
dyan. Parang ang layo ko eh. No?
Hello po.
Girl power! Hello po!
Correct. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Kamusta po kayo?
Okay po kayo.
Parang familiar yung ibang faces.
Salamat po sa pagdalo. Salamat po sa pagpapamilak ng aming invite.
Alright, Dan, ano pa yung meron dyan? Anong ganap natin dyan sa kawayan?
Ayun, magandang hapon po sa lahat. Ayun, magandang hapon po sa lahat. Bale, yung mga farmers natin, no, nag-convene dito sa Kawayan Isabela, pero marami po sa kanila ay galing pang San Pablo, San Guillermo, ang Adanan, at iba't ibang parts pa ng dito sa Isabela.
Wow! Okay.
Wow, full force.
Dito sa Isabela.
Correct.
Wow!
Full force.
Ayan, kaway po ulit tayo.
Ayan, sige ma'am.
Kamusta po ulit kayong lahat?
Kumain na ba sila, ma'am? Parang naghihintay gusto atin may pa-price ka. Or may mga activity, may mga kumain na ba sila, ma'am? Parang naghihintay gusto atin may pa-price ka.
Oo nga eh.
Narinig ko yung
Kumain na
sarili.
sila.
Wow! Okay.
Kumain na kayo,
Wow.
diba?
On the way. On the way na ako. Hi, ma'am.
Oo, ang ganda na ng mga ngiti, oh. Hello po.
Baka sabihin nila, hindi
Kahit
ko
sa
kayo
eyes lang, nakita yung smile.
Ayan, for sure, mag-enjoy na kayong lahat.
Para
Maraming salamat po. Sophie?
Oo, excited sila. Ano lang sila, shy.
Okay, tsaka syempre nakamas, no? So, there.
Narinig ko yung boses nila.
Right. So, ayun nga po, no? Sila ay nasa Isabela, North Luzon. Iba't iba nating customers. And of course, before we start, I just want to introduce Elizandi, our APAC's Regional Marketing and Market Development Lead, one of our leaders, to give a short message. Elizandi.
Absolutely wonderful to be with you.
Hi, Elizandi.
Hi,
Hello.
Elizandi.
Hello.
Can you guys see me?
How are you?
Yeah.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Yes.
I just hope that one of these days we can put COVID behind us and I can be in that beautiful room with all the ladies in there. It's wonderful to see so many women at one of our events. And I have to say, happy Women's Month. And also, I saw there were a few men in the room as well. We appreciate you guys celebrating with us and supporting us during this special month for us females in agriculture. It's good to see you guys there. So it's a sincere honor and privilege to be part of this event. Thank you for the Philippines team to pull this together and to recognize the importance and to celebrate the time that's ahead of us. What I want to do is I just want to share a little bit about myself and how I operate within my career, because I believe each and every one of us females, whether you're a farmer, whether you're supporting your husband on the farm, or whether you're working for a company, we all face similar challenges and opportunities. And by sharing my story and you starting to share your story with the females around you, we're helping each other. So I am currently the Asia Pacific marketing lead for Bayer Crop Science, marketing and market development. And inside the company and outside the company with our farmer customers, my job is to help farmers be more successful, solve the problems that they face on a daily basis. Working with my team and with our teams within the countries to help you all to be more profitable and be more successful so that your families can reap the reward for it. While we're doing this, we all face challenges, whether it's thinking about our own careers and our development, But what I found over the years, by staying true to a few key points that I use to guide myself in this process, it's been helping me to build confidence and to grow my career. And most importantly, to find a healthy balance between doing my job, keeping my boss happy, and taking care of my family, and find a personal, healthy space for my personal life. And here are the 5 things that I believe in. I believe us as women need to use our genetics. Women have an advantage in the workforce and everywhere where we operate, simply by the way that we are genetically wired. We listen very well and we read people very well. Our jobs in the family setup is to take care of our families and the people around us. And these characteristics help us to find solutions and draw very strong conclusions. So never forget that. Tap into who you are and what you naturally at. The second thing is you have to be fearless. Early on in my career, and even still till today, um, I found that breaking into a predominantly male industry and field, it was very important for me to be fearless. I have to know my strengths and set myself up for success with a few things. I do my research, I do my homework, I plan very well, and I have a strategy whenever I go into any situation. I spend the time to make sure that I understand what's happening, I understand how to approach the situation, and I have a very clear strategy on how I'm going to contribute and help solve the problem. Being confident in yourself ignites that confidence in your colleagues and the people around you. If you doubt yourself, the people around you pick it up. So you have to take ownership of your own destiny by believing in your strengths and the value that you bring to the table. The third thing is you have to make your own rules. Don't try and be someone else. Don't try and look like someone else or behave like someone else. Balancing your work and your home life is a challenge, and every family and every career is different. It is important to find what works for you and your family. For me, for example, I want to come home early so that I can have dinner with my 2 girls and my family. And then once they go to bed, I'm okay if I have to jump back on my laptop and do a little bit more work. But it's important for me to spend quality time with them. For someone else, that exact pattern might not make sense, and it's okay. What matters is that you and your family figure out what makes you able to go after your dreams, be the best version of yourself while having good quality time with your family. The fourth thing, the fourth tip that I want to share with you, you have to lean in. What does this mean? Women and men in our industry, in our company, in other companies, in the farmer communities can be your best asset in helping you to be successful. You have to connect and build strong relationships with both women and men who can provide you with insights, advice, and guidance and understand what you're dealing with. You have to be bold and drive that change in communities to see us all as equal. And another thing, ladies, help the females around you. Give them a need to step on so that even them can become as successful and have the benefit of your learnings that you and your experience that you build up over time. The last thing, the fifth tip that I want to give you, you have to take risks. I have a rule that applies to myself. I call it the 50-50 rule. I don't sign up for a job or take a new job if there's not at least 50% of that job that I cannot do. That's my development and learning opportunity. I am someone that gets energized by being challenged. I always want to have something that stretch me further and help me to become even better, learn more, learn from the people around me. So that's what I do. I look for opportunities that can really stretch me. Um, I strongly encourage every woman to think about this. Who are you and what makes you feel good about what you contribute and what you bring to the table and go after that. For me, it's to take a risk and to be challenged. Never shy away from that opportunity. If you have that mindset, you will feel comfortable even not knowing. You will be okay to say, I don't know, but I'm going to learn and I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to work with the people around me. So that's what I wanted to share with you all today. I hope that I can help and make a small contribution to each and every one of you out there. I want to thank you for your partnership, for your business, and most importantly, for what you do for our agricultural industry and your community and your family. Please know that Bayer will always be there to partner with you very closely and support you on whatever your journey are. Thank you.
Okay, so there you go. Thank you very much, Elzandi, of course, from Singapore. We are global, no, ngayong virtual. Tama ba, Jen and Angeli? So, coming from
Yes.
Yes.
That's really inspiring coming from one of the leaders, women leaders, of course, ng Bayer Crop Science. And actually, dun sa nabanggit ni kanina ni Elzani, gusto ko yung take ownership of yourself and believe in yourself. And yung dulo, yung take risk. Kasi, di ba, yun nga, no, kung
Yes.
kaya ng mga kalalakihan dyan, Angeli and Zani, kaya din ng mga kababaihan.
Tama.
Kayo,
Hindi tayo
Correct.
magpapatinag.
Yes. At napakahalaga talaga ng papel ng isang babae, ano. So, as mentioned nga kanina, na pinakita talaga, ano ba ang halaga ng isang babae sa ating mga farmers, sa ating pamilya, sa society. So, yan. Napakahalaga niyan.
Yes, of course.
Totoo.
So again,
Nakaka-proud
thank you very much,
sabihin na
Elzandi,
babae
and
tayo.
yeah,
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you
so
for having
much.
me.
Thank you, Zandi.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Okay, so Jan, can you please give us a quick overview of our topic, of course, to introduce our speaker for today?
Of course, PS. So before that, okay, thank you PS for that. So before we proceed lang with or before I introduce our speaker, no, uh, who will talk who will talk to us about women's health, understanding contraception and its ABC benefits. So I think we will be flashing yes. Disclaimer lang. So this Facebook live session is not meant to replace actual consultation with a doctor, and also the discussion may not be suitable for young audiences. Parental guidance is recommended. And also, this forum that we provide for this Facebook Live is not meant for reporting of undesirable effects of product complaints. And lastly, if you experience any of this, please report the issue to your doctor or call local health authorities. So for further inquiries, you may also email medinfoph@bayer.com. Okay, so we are having an online event. Flashing on your screen is our data privacy statement. So I'll give everyone a minute to read on this. Okay, I hope everyone is already read our data privacy statement. Again, to talk to us about women's health, understanding contraception and its ABC benefits, we are privileged to have our expert OB/GYN speaker all the way from Pampanga. So our speaker is a graduate of BS Zoology in UP Diliman, Quezon City, wherein she finished her pre-medicine course as cum laude. She took up her medical education in UP Manila College of Medicine and residency training in obstetrics and gynecology. also in UPPGH Medical Center, wherein she also had her fellowship training in reproductive endocrinology and infertility in the same institution. She has undergone various trainings and workshops, both here and abroad. So our speaker for this afternoon was the chairman of the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Angeles University Foundation Medical Center from 2009 to 2010. Also the consultant, Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Jose B. Lincad Memorial General Hospital, James L. Gordon Memorial Hospital, also the Vice President for Clinical Operations, ACCU ART Fertility Center. So let us give a warm welcome to our OBGYN speaker, Dr. Dianalyn Sazon-Carlos.
Thank you very much.
Hi,
Maraming
Doc.
salamat po.
Good
Hello, good
afternoon,
afternoon.
Doktora.
Good
Women
afternoon.
power.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Magandang hapon po. Thank you, Bayer, for inviting me over to talk to you this afternoon on family planning and contraception. I hope you'll learn from my talk to all of you this afternoon. Happy Women's Month, everybody. Can we start? Okay, so importance of family planning. Ano po ang kahalagahan ng family planning? Okay? Ang family planning po ay binibigyan tayo ng panahon upang maghanda sa paanong paraan. Unang-una, syempre, pinansyal. Dahil alam po natin, medyo mag-aasos magkaroon ng anak. Ito rin po ay binibigyan tayo ng panahon para magpapahalaga at magbigay ng panahon at kalinga sa bawat miyembro ng pamilya bago dumating na naman ang isa pang karagdagang biyaya. Okay? Binibigyan ng nanay na magkaroon ng oras para sa sarili upang makabawi ang kanyang pangangatawan at syempre ang kanyang kalusugan. Slide. Paano po magbuntis or how do you get pregnant? May 4 na bahagi sa katawan ng babae na mahalaga upang mabuo ang isang baby. So, ang una-una yung ovaryo. Okay? Ang mga ovaryo or ovaries in English ay kung saan nanggagaling po ang ating mga itlog. And kadalasan, nakakapag-release or labas po tayo ng itlog kada sa isang buwan. Okay? Pangalawa po ay ang fallopian tubes or tubo sa Tagalog, kung saan naman matatagpuan ang mga itlog, magtatagpo ang itlog at ang semilya na galing sa lalaki or sperm. Okay? At pangatlo po ay ang matres kung saan kakapit ang fertilized egg or embryo or bilig. Okay? Kung walang bilig or magiging baby, ang ating matres ay iiyak. At ito ay ang tinatawag na menstruation or ang pagdugo ng isang babae or paglagas ng lining or endometrium ng matres. Next slide, please. Paano naman kung ayaw mo naman magbuntis? Okay? So, next slide. Madami pong paraan para maiwasan ito. Okay? So, maaari tayong maglagay ng IUD, kagaya sa picture na ito, or pwede tayong maglagay ng implant na nilalagay po sa braso, sa upper arm, or pwede rin po tayong magpatali ng fallopian tubes or tubo. Ito po ay considered as permanent sterilization. Okay, next slide please. Maaari din po tayong mag-pills, mag-natural family planning sa pamamagitan ng pagsubaybay o pagmamatsyag ng lumalabas sa kwelyo ng ating matres. Okay? So, kung ito po ay klaro at madulas at stretchable na parang yung puti ng itlog na hindi pa luto at tumataas yung temperatura natin ng 0.2 to 0.5 degrees centigrade, ibig sabihin po ay maaring fertile tayo at maari po tayong magbuntis kung tayo ay mag-contact or mag-sipping sa panahon nito. Okay? Maari din naman po tayo magbigay ng injection kada 3 buwan or every 12 weeks para hindi po tayo mabuntis or mag-pregnant. Next slide, please. Ang iba naman po ay gumagamit ng condom o tinatawag nating barrier method. Okay? Or pag minsan din po, pwede tayong mag-calendar method or pagbibigyan sa pagbibilang po sa kalendaryo. So ito po ay paano paggamit po nito? Tayo po ay itatala po natin yung menstruation natin. So ang shortest cycle po ng ating menstrual period, minus 18, up to the longest cycle ng ating menstruation, minus 11, yun po yung bawal magtalik. Kasi yun po yung time na tayo ay fertile. Okay? At ang last po ay withdrawal. Okay? Sa kasamang palad, pag minsan po, ang mga ito ay hindi ganong epektibo at nagbimintis po pag minsan. Okay? So, kasi pag minsan, like kunwari sa withdrawal, pag minsan nalilate po tayo. So, pag minsan po, may nakakalusot na sperm. Okay? Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So, bakit maganda ang pills? So, what makes them favorable? So, unang-una, walang abala or walang pagkabitin. Okay? Like, for example po, lalagyan mo yung condom. So, wala pong ganon. Okay? Walang sakit. Kasi hindi ka ma-opera, walang sugat. Okay? Either sa arm or dito sa may tiyan. Tapos, hindi po ito permanente. Okay? So, anytime na gusto nating magbuntis, hihinto tayo ng pag-take ng pills at okay na po. Pwede na po tayo mag-pregnant again. Okay? Next slide, please. Ano-ano ang mga maling kuro-kuro naman o mga maling akala hinggil sa pill? Okay? Next slide. Ito po ay ito daw ay nakaka-cancer. Pills can cause cancer. Okay? Actually, ang pills po ay mainam upang maiwasan ang ilang mga cancers. Okay? So, ito po ay mali. Pangalawa po, all pills cause pimples. Mali din po ito. Actually, nakakakinis nga po ng kutis ang pills. Okay? Pills make you fat. Mali din po ito. Pills make you infertile forever. Mali din po. Kasi pag stop po natin ng pills, pwede na po tayo ulit mag-pregnant if you want to. Okay? And last po, your baby will have birth defects if you accidentally took pills while pregnant. Mali din po ito. Hindi po nagkakadiferensya ang bata just in case accidentally naging pregnant po kayo. Okay? So, ano yung totoo? Okay? So, hindi nagiging abnormal si baby kapag naka-pills at biglang nabuntis. Okay? Next slide. Hindi rin nakaka-cancer. Next slide, please. Datapwat, ito ay protection kontra cancer ng ovaryo, ng matres, at ng bituka or colorectal cancer. So, ito po yung benefits ng pills. Hindi po siya nakaka-cancer. Protective po siya against ovarian, endometrial, and colorectal. Okay? Next slide, please. At hindi po ito nakakabaog. Okay? So basta stop lang po natin or maghinto lang po tayo ng take ng pills, pwede na po ulit tayo mag-pregnant. Okay? Walang katotohanan po na ito ay nakakabaog. Okay? Next slide, please. Halos lahat ng gamot na tinitake natin, somehow pag minsan may side effect. Depende po ito sa individual or sa nagtitake po ito. Subalit, sa pills po, halos karamihan, ang nalaman nila sa research is that 88% of women receiving pills actually report no adverse side effects. So, magandang magandang news para sa atin po lahat. Halos karamihan ng mga nagpe-pills, wala po silang nararamdaman na side effects. Okay? Next slide, please. Sa mga nakakaranas naman po yung side effects, ito po yung maaring maging side effects nila. Pero, ini-emphasize ko lang po, madalang lang po nangyayari ito. Kagaya po ng nausea, parang medyo nahihilo, sumasakit yung dede, pag minsan nagkakaroon ng headache, sakit sa ulo. Yung sa acne naman po, pag minsan, like yung first month, for 2 months, or pag minsan up to 3 months po, lalabas po muna yung acne or pimples. Eventually, kikinis na rin po yung mukha. Okay? So, decreased libido. Pag minsan po, nakaka-experience po kayo ng konting dryness, unscheduled uterine bleeding, or spotting on and off. And kadalasan po, ito ay nangyayari sa unang first month or 2 months lang po, habang nag-a-adjust po yung katawan natin sa gamot. Okay? At pag minsan po, nagiging moody tayo, okay? And rare naman po, pwede pong magkaroon ng blood clot or yung sinasabi ng atake sa puso or yung stroke. Pero tandaan po natin, mga kababaihan na nasa audience, the fact pregnancy is even a greater risk than taking pills in terms of these side effects. So mas risk factor pa po ang nagiging ang pregnancy compared po sa pagtitake ng pills. Okay? In having yung blood clot, yung venous thromboembolism, MI or pag-atake or even stroke. Kaya safe na safe po yung pills. Kasi like hindi naman po natin binabawal ang mga kababaihan na hindi magbuntis. I'm sure marami or karamihan po sa audience natin ay mga ina at nabuntis na po before. Okay? So, and nandito pa po lahat tayo and very healthy po at nakakapakinig po sa lecture natin ngayong hapon. Okay? Next slide, please. Ito lang po, precautionary or contraindications kung kailan po tayo hindi pwedeng mag-pills. So, kagaya po ng sinabi ko kanina, kung may history na po kayo ng na-atake, ng stroke, ng mga barabara sa ugat, huwag na po tayong mag-start ng pills. Or pag meron po tayong sakit sa liver, okay, like liver cirrhosis. Pag meron po tayong diabetes na hindi controlled, such that pati po yung ugat affected na, pati po yung sa mata natin namamagana. Kung meron po tayong breast cancer, okay, or dinudugo po tayo na hindi pa natin alam ang rason bakit tayo dinudugo. And pag iniisip natin, baka po pregnant tayo, it's safe not to take the pills. Okay? And pag naninigarilyo po tayo, especially those age 35 years and above. Okay? Tsaka pag meron po tayong sakit sa yung lipid diseases, it's best, especially if uncontrolled, it's best not to start the pills. And of course, uncontrolled hypertension. Maigi pong magkonsulta muna tayo sa doktor at make sure na makontrol muna yung hypertension bago tayo po mag-start ng pills. Next slide, please. Paalala lang po, wag po tayong bumili ng fake kasi po baka hindi po ito mabisa, baka yung mali-mali po yung mga nandun na nasa fake pill natin, baka po marami pong side effects ang mga ito. So it will be more dangerous for us to take this unknown brands or fake brands or kung saan-saan lang po natin nabili, especially po kung sa online. Pag minsan po maraming fake po tayong nabibiling mga pills sa online. So ano lang po, be very careful. Okay, so buy pills from legitimate sources po. Next slide, please. So next slide. So I'm going to give you some good news for this afternoon. Thank you. So again, not all pills are created equal. So kailangan po tayong magkonsulta sa ating doktor para maibigay po ang tamang pill sa atin. Okay, hindi lang po tayo hihingi ng payo sa kapitbahay, sa kaibigan, sa Facebook, sa mga marites dyan, sa mga maritoni, okay, sa mga maribel or maricar, gusto lang magchika, huwag po tayo doon magkonsulta kung gusto po nating mag-pills, okay? Kailangan po sa doktor po tayo magkonsulta and better sa board-certified obstetrician gynecologist para mabigyan po kayo ng maayos na payo talaga tungkol sa pills. Next slide, please. So, kailangan po nating malaman kung ano talaga po yung nasa pill natin. So, generally, when you take the pill, it's composed of two kinds of hormones, which are your progestin and your estrogen. Okay? So, yung progestin component po ng ating pill, it prevents ovulation, yung pangingitlog po. Okay? At kinakapalan po niya yung sinasabi kong pag fertile tayo, yung manipis na stretchable na mucus. So during yung nagpipills po kayo, nagiging malapot po ito. Kaya hindi po makakagalaw, makakaswim si sperm paakyat sa matres up to the fallopian tube. Okay? It also thins out the endometrial lining para po yung embryo hindi kakapit sa matres. Okay? At saka yung fallopian tubes po, hindi po niya pinapayagan makapag-swim yung si sperm into the fallopian tube para mag-meet si egg at saka sperm po. Ang estrogen component naman po ng pill ay one, it prevents follicular dominance, which means hindi po nagde-develop yung follicle para magkaroon ng itlog. Okay? And it stabilizes endometrium para po hindi tayo mag-irregular bleeding or spotting, para po regular ang ating monthly bleeding or menses. And of course, it enhances or the action of progestin. So tinutulungan po niya para mas maging mabisa si progestin component ng ating pill. Okay? Next slide, please. So anong gusto mo sa isang pill na iinumin mo? Unang-una, maganda yung kanyang progestin component, okay? Na mataas or ka-level niya yung natural na progestin ng katawan. Okay? So pangalawa, yung anti-androgenic. Kaya po may picture ng babae dito, yun po ang magandang benefit po ng pill na gusto natin is kikinis po yung ating faces at mawala po si acne. At pangatlo naman is the anti-mineral corticoid property, which means na nababawasan po, di ba madami sa atin nagrereklamo na feeling bloated sila, tumataba, kasi po nagkakaroon ng fluid retention pag minsan yung mga ibang klaseng pill. So, mas maganda po kung hihingin nating pill sa ating doktor, yung pong mataas yung anti-mineral corticoid property. Para hindi po tayo magmanas, hindi po tayo mag-fluid retention, at hindi po tayo masabihan ng ibang tao dyan na tumataba tayo pag nakapills po tayo. Next slide, please. Okay, so this slide just shows you yung po sinabi ko kanina, kung ano po yung hormone sa ating pill. So yung number 1 po, yun yung progesterone. Yun po yung natural na sinasabi kong component sa katawan. Ito po yung gusto nating, gayahin. Okay? At ang gusto nating pill po dito ay yung mga may plus-plus. Okay? The more plus for your progestogenic, your anti-androgenic, and your anti-mineral corticoid property, the better. And that is what dospirenone, the pill we're going to talk about today, has po. So meron siyang progestogenic, meron siyang anti-androgenic, kaya hindi po siya nakakakos ng acne or nakaka-relieve or nakakatanggal ng acne, and anti-mineral corticoid para po hindi tayo magmanas at hindi tayo mag-gain ng weight. Next slide, please. Okay, so ano po ng ABC ng isang pill na gusto nating magkaroon for our women? So itong the career woman, I want protection but I'm worried about my bloating and my acne getting worse. So sabi ko nga po, we want an anti-androgenic and anti-mineral corticoid pill to address the concerns of this career woman. Next slide, please. The child-spacing mom naman, I want protection, but I don't want to feel bloated every day. Again, we will give her the anti-mineral corticoid pill that we have in the market. Next slide, please. And the first-time pill taker, I want protection, but I'm concerned about forgetting to take the pill daily. Okay? So we want a regimen that allows for better compliance for our patient para inumin po ng pasyente natin yung nireseta po natin sa kanila. Or else, useless tayo magreseta kung hindi rin po iinumin ng mami. Okay? Next slide, please. So, pills are as simple as ABC. And what is this ABC? Next slide, please. So, A, it is good for acne. B, it prevents or does not give you bloatedness or bloating. And C, of course, why we are going to give you the pill for contraception. So that is A, B, C. Next slide, please. So, again, A, acne. So the pill should be anti-androgenic so that you are going to treat not only the desire of contraception of the patient, but address acne as well. So that's for A. Next slide, please. So B, ayaw mong magkaroon ng bloating or fluid retention ang iyong pasyente or si nanay. Kaya ito yung bibigay mo na pill or contraception sa kanya. Next slide, please. And C, contraceptive confidence, sigurado kang ito ay effective. Kaya ibibigay mo siya and safe, of course. So, makukuha ni mommy, madali siyang i-take at the same time, sure siya na protected siya from getting pregnant. So, C is for contraceptive confidence. Next slide. So again, what's this? Just a reminder, please consult with your doctor and not your kapitbahay or neighbor or marites, okay? Because your doctor will be able to advise you the correct advice, the proper pill, and explain to you why she chose this pill and what are anong effect niya sa'yo. And you can follow up with her para kung may iba kang nararamdaman, sabihin mo sa kanya para ma-address din yung ibang concerns mo. Okay? Next slide. I think that's the last slide. So thank you very much. We are now open for your questions.
Hello? Okay, no? Thank you very much, Doktora. Maraming salamat po. Very informative and interesting ng topic mo, Doktora. And I'm sure marami sa ating mga audience, hindi lang po sa ating live event. Hello, ma'am, mga ma'am, nandyan sa ating kawayan live event na hindi lang po dyan, maging sa ating social media platform, which is Facebook, ang nagsasabi na marami silang natutunan. I-highlight ko lang po yung inang nagsabi, no? From Mariel Lamar, wow, learning something new. Thank you, ma'am, sa feedback at panonood. Mula kay Fina Capilango, hi po kay Ivan Perez. And then, yun nga po, marami pang nanonood mula pa kay, tawag dito, kay Ma'am Sheila. Hello po. Salamat po panonood sa Briar Top Science. Happy Women's Month sa ating lahat. So, ayun, Angeli, ano pa yung pwede nating ma-discuss dito sa ating live event and virtual grow? Okay.
Ayan. Bago tayo magpatuloy, P, baka pwede nating tanungin yung mga kasamahan natin dito sa may kawayan. Kung mayroon silang katanungan kay Doktora.
Ayan, yes, of course.
Go.
So, Dan, hello? Dan? Ayan, so ayun nga po, no? Nakita natin yung mga live audience natin dun sa Isabela. And I'm sure, Doktora, marami silang questions or clarifications. Okay, actually, meron po isa dito, Doktora, sa isang Facebook. Actually, PM siya. Nagtanong, Doktora, nakaka-cause daw po ba ng depression yung pills? Nakaka-cause daw po ba ng depression yung pills?
No. Pills do not cause depression.
So, ayan. So, nagtanong ko hindi daw nagpa-continue. So, mas
hindi
siya lang. Ayan na nga po, from our live event, Sir Edward and Dan.
Can you still take contraceptive pills?
Ulit. What's the question again? Can you?
Baka pwede pong paulit mula sa ating
Dan, can you also reiterate lang yung question ni Ma'am?
What's the question? Can you take the pill? Hindi ko nakuha eh.
Dan, can you also reiterate lang
Hello.
yung question ni Ma'am?
Good afternoon po, Doktora.
Yes.
Is still advisable po ba na at the age of 40 and above, can we still take a pill?
Yes, it's still okay to take the pill as long as there is a need for it. Okay? Kung gusto mo pa rin, ayaw mo pa rin mag-pregnant, age 40 ka na, it's still okay to take the pill. Huwag po kayong matakot. Okay lang po. As long as you're taking the right kind of pill. Okay, that's why you need to consult with your OBGYN. Kasi alam po niya kung anong klaseng pill ang ibibigay po sa inyo. Kasi ang mga bagong pills po ito ngayon ay mga low dose na po. So they have lesser side effects and they are better for you mas mako-comply niyo po kasi mas maganda na po yung pakiramdam, wala na po masyadong side effects, mas madami na po siyang benefits. So as long as you're worried na you might get pregnant, you want contraception, as long as nagre-regla po kayo, you can still take the pill.
Yan, thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, ma'am, for the questions.
As long as nagre-regla po kayo, you can still take the pill.
Meron pa po, anyone from the crowd
Yeah,
po?
thank you very much.
Welcome po magtanong. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you po for the question.
So yung doktora, no, bali ang ina-emphasize din po talaga natin dito is a matter of choice, no? Kung ano ba yung gusto nilang i-control sa pills, kung gusto ba nilang additional offspring ba or hindi na talaga, not at all. So ayun po. Thank you, doktora, for that.
It's still okay. Huwag po tayong matakot. Kahit 40 years po, pwede pa rin mag-take ng pill as long as it's the right kind of pill. And the low-dose pills now are very safe po.
Yes, Doc. Doc, ako may question. What if po, kasi dun sa box, nakalagay doon dapat same time mo siya inumin every day. So, for example, nasimulan ko siya ng 9 p.m. Tapos, medyo naging busy. So, mga 10:30 ko na siya nainom. May effect ba to na kumbaga nababawasan ba yung effectiveness nito?
Okay pa rin yun if you just na-late ka lang ng 1 hour and a half, okay? In fact, pwede ka pa rin maging late until the next day as long as, kunwari, naalala mo after breakfast, pwede pa rin yun, habulin mo siya. So after breakfast, i-take mo pa rin siya and then take the pill at 9 p.m. yung naka-schedule for that day. That's okay. Okay? That's for the regular pill na may estrogen and progesterone component. Ito, yung mga progesterone pill lang, like yung mga binibigay namin for breastfeeding women, ito, mas konti yung leeway natin. So, kunwari, nag-breastfeed ako bago akong panganak na mommy and I want to take contraception, may binibigay po kami for these women na progesterone only pill lang. So ito talagang kailangan mong i-take siya regularly, same time. Kasi mas konti yung parang leeway for you na pwede i-take kasi baka pregnant ka. Unlike yung the usual pill na estrogen and progesterone, mas malaking leeway mo para makalimutan mo yung pill. Ang problema lang kasi dun sa estrogen and progesterone, we can't give it for breastfeeding mothers kasi magsa-stop po yung breast milk production. So that's the difference. Okay, that's why we cannot give the estrogen and progesterone.
So, nakikita natin dito na talagang kailangan, importante na bago tayo mag-take ng pills ay magkonsulta muna tayo sa doktor. Kasi talagang sila yung nakakaalam kung ano yung dapat natin.
Oo, para alam nyo,
Yes,
kung anong pill ang dapat ibigay sa inyo based sa mga needs nyo, okay.
Yes.
Mga ayaw ng side effects, yun.
Yes. Alright, so thank you very much, Doktora, and dun sa additional question mo, Angelino. And I think marami pa po tayong questions, no? Mga ilan dito ay from different locations na po ng Philippines. So I think, Angeli, can we also ask different questions, Doktora, then? No?
Let's hear from the other women.
Alright.
At the age of 49, parang feeling ko magmi-menopause na po ako. Tapos, may dumating ang 5 months na hindi ako niregla. Tapos, pagkatapos ng 5 months, 6 months na naregla ako. Ang dami-dami, nabigla ako. Tapos, tanong ko lang po kung okay lang po ba sa normal lang po ba yun sa sa malapit ng magmi-menopause kasi nagpa-check up ako, sabi malapit na daw po ako mag-menopause. Tanong ko lang po kasi nahihilo po ako. Tapos anemic naman po ako. Tapos yun po kung ano po ang dapat ko sanang pwedeng inumin. Kung pwede po yung mag-vitamin. Tapos nag-take po ako ng vitamin na Propand with iron kasi nanginginig po ako, hindi ako natutulog paggabi. Tanong ko lang po kung ano po kung normal po yun sa edad na 50 years old na po.
Mami, thank you very much po sa question nyo. No? So, ang nararamdaman nyo po is perimenopause, which means the time before menopause. Kasi ang definition po natin ng menopause is 1 year po na walang regla, na dire-diretso. So kayo po, sabi nyo, I think 6 months, hindi kayo po nagregla, tapos nagregla po kayo. So parang palapit na po kayo sa menopause. But I just want you to consult with an OB-GYN kasi baka po, ang akala nyong normal menopause, meron po pala kayong ibang problema. So mag-consult po kayo kasi po baka kailangan nyo pong ma-ultrasound. Baka po like may bukol kayo sa matres, like may myoma or may polyp. Yun po yung sanhi ng pag-bleed nyo. Hindi po dahil nagme-menopause kayo. Kasi usually po, kadalasan pag magme-menopause na po tayo, kumukonti ang bleeding, hindi po dumadami. Kaya pag dumadami po, think something else. Kaya it's better na magpa-ultrasound po kayo. That's one. And two, sabi niyo po, anemic kayo, ina-advise ko rin po, maigi po siguro, magpa-CBC po kayo or complete blood count. Doon po malalaman kung talagang anemic po kayo. Okay? At tama po yung iniinom nyo, yung propanded iron, kasi po yung iron component, yun po yung treatment dun sa anemia. Sabi nyo po kasi nahihilo kayo, kaya malamang kailangan nyo po talaga ng iron supplements. Okay, so ang ano po nun, ang pagbigay po nun, depende how low the hemoglobin is. And makikita po natin yon dun sa CBC or complete blood count. Okay, at ang pag-inom po ng iron, mas maigi po is walang kinain. So usually 1 hour before meals or mga 2 hours after meals. Kasi po, kung may pagkain po tayo isabay natin with iron, hindi po siya magiging mabisa. Baka sumama lang po siya sa food. Okay? So it's best to take the iron without meals, without any intake of meals. Okay? Pwede po siyang isabay with vitamin C, like calamansi juice, para mas ma-absorb po siya. Okay? Thank you po.
Right. Thank you, Dr. I think meron pa another question mula ulit sa ating mga field customers. And thank you, ma'am, dun sa nagtanong po.
9-year-old daughter. How can I explain to her about menstruation period? Doctora, I have a 9-year-old daughter. How can I explain to her about menstruation period?
Paano explain sa 9-year-old daughter niya? Okay?
Yes,
So, maaari po kayong mag-download ng pictures from the internet para mas maging simple po yung explanation. And explain it matter of factly. Para po yung ginawa kanina. So, explain mo yung mag-download ka ng picture ng reproductive organs. Okay, so may matres doon, may ovary, may fallopian tube. So sabihin mo, kunwari sexual contact, so papasok si sperm dun sa vagina, into the cervix, into the uterus, into the fallopian tube, yung sperm. On the other hand, yung itlog naman po, manggagaling sa ovaryo or ovary, yung pong picture na pinakita kanina. So the ovary will release an egg, tapos makakatch po yon yung parang fimbriated end or parang bulaklaking end ng fallopian tube until the egg and the sperm will meet po sa fallopian tube where fertilization will take place. After fertilization, babalik po si embryo, magsuswim into the matres or endometrial lining kung saan po siya doon kakapit. So explain it matter of factly, wala po siya para maintindihan ng inyong 9-year-old daughter. And entertain all her questions. Okay? Kung ano pa yung mga tanong niya, sagutin po natin na maayos. And wag po tayong to use parang birds and the bees na it's best to use yung ano po talaga yung pangalan ng mga organs na to, like ovaryo, ovary, mattress, uterus, vagina, para po straightforward yung pag-explain. Wala po tayong itatago. Okay?
Ayun. Thank you, Doc. And actually, I think merong mga publishing house, Doc, na nagbibigay na ngayon ng mga books for children kung paano ba, diba, i-explain. Kumbaga, nandun yung illustrations ng nangyayari
animation sa internet.
Natin.
May mga free lang yan sa internet po. Parang nag-swim si
Yes,
sperm,
Doc. Para
tapos
din kung
mag-meet
hindi
sila,
accessible to
parang
mga
cartoons. Yes.
Okay. So, may question pa tayo. Another question, Pete?
Alright, so yun nga po na thank you, Bakora, and dun sa ating another nag-question kanina. No? And maganda yung halimbawa ng tanong ni ma'am kasi hindi lang for her but also dun sa mga kasama niyang babae sa house. So next question, nagpa-flash po sa screen natin. No? How often should I visit a gynecologist to ensure my reproductive health is healthy? Gaano kadalas ba siya dapat mag-visit sa
Unang-una po, kailangan po tayong mag-visit pag meron po tayong nararamdaman. Okay? Like, kunwari, dinudugo po tayo. Okay? Meron po tayong discharge na nakikita sa ating underwear, sa ating panty. Meron po makate sa baba. Okay? Or even meron po tayong bukol na nakakapa. Okay? We have to see our OBGYN or our doctor. Okay? Kung wala naman po tayong nararamdaman, it's best also to see, siguro kahit mga once a year po, para for prevention naman. Okay? And usually, as OBGYNs, we can give you vaccines. Okay? Anti-cervical vaccines, yung mga vaccines for measles, mumps, rubella, for those who want to get pregnant, para po, in preparation, pag gusto niya pong magbuntis. Okay? Kasi like yung MMR po, hindi po ito pwedeng ibigay pag pregnant ka na. Okay? So, in preparation for pregnancy, you have to eat right muna. We give you usually folic acid. May mga preparation po yan. Tapos, i-check po natin yung height at saka weight nyo. Tapos, sasabihin natin, kung overweight ka or medyo on the mataba ka side, mag-diet po muna kayo bago kayo mag-pregnant para less complications like hypertension, yung mga preeclampsia or diabetes when you get pregnant. Okay? It's not dahil po may nararamdaman tayo, dun lang po tayo magko-consult. Regularly, at least siguro once a year para nakikita ka ng doktor para i-assure na okay ka and you are healthy and you are maintaining your weight for your height and you are eating properly. Okay? And given the right vaccinations for your age. Ayun po.
Alright. Doc, may follow-up question lang. What age should I start mag-visit sa gynecologist?
Actually, like sa mga lectures ko nga, gynecologic care would actually start from the delivery room. Okay? As soon as napapanganak yung sanggol, ang batang babae, may inspection na yan na nagaganap para chinecheck namin kung okay ba yung, kunwari yung sa baba, kung may mga butas pa, tama ba yung mga butas, kasi may mga problems, may mga sanggol na pag minsan kulang yung butas sa baba, tapos hindi agad na dadala sa doktor. Tapos pag minsan medyo late na para dalhin sa amin. So, it's best na kahit wala kang nararamdaman, pupunta ka lang para mabigyan ka lang ng advice ng doctor mo na, okay ka, I saw everything looks okay. So, you don't need to take anything. Wala pa akong kailangan ibigay sa'yo, baka yung mga vaccines lang na na-mention ko kanina. So, wala po yun sa age, actually. Kasi we want to make sure that everything is normal from bata siya, from kahit kakasilang lang po, just to make sure na kahit sa pediatrician siya pumunta, na make sure na wala pong problema. Okay? Yan
Alright.
lang po.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. So, yun nga po, no, pag meron na tayong nararamdaman, and then ano na magsasabi, si Doc. So, ayan, Angeli, ang ating next.
Ayan, Doc. So, paano naman po yung mga hindi pa nanganganak? For example po, umabot na po ng high school, dapat po ba nag-visit na rin po kami sa gynecologist?
Oo, okay din po. Just to make sure na yung iba kasi parang sinisilip. Kasi pag minsan wala kang anak, biglang magkakabukol ka. Yung mga ganon. So it's best to have a check-up para make sure lang tayo. Siguro baseline ultrasound can be done or para ma-check up lang. Like kunwari, nahihilo ka or nag-worry ka kasi one, hindi ka pa dinadatnan or two, irregular yung regla mo, so we can address these problems. And we want also, advocacy po ng society namin is to how to prevent teenage pregnancy. Kasi tumataas po ang teenage pregnancy sa ating bansa. And we want to prevent that. So, how early should we start? So, pag regla po ni patient, mas maganda na nagko-consult na po siya. So, as early as that. Not only pag gusto na niyang mag-pregnant. Okay?
Okay, so thank you, Doc. May another question pa tayo dito from Adrian Emmanuel Gladstone. Nasabi po ninyo kanina na ang pills ay nagpe-prevent ng colon cancer. Okay lang po ba na ang single woman or walang asawa, walang kalipin ay mag-pills para ma-prevent ang colon cancer? So parang ang tanong po niya, Doc, is alternative ba to para ma-prevent?
Oo nga eh. I wouldn't personally advise you to take the pill to prevent colon cancer. Kumbaga, ang prevention of the colon cancer is an added benefit. Okay? Aside from the contraceptive benefit of the pill we are going to give you. Pero hindi po siya gamot para i-prevent ang colon cancer. If you want to prevent colon cancer, ang gagawin niyo po, healthy diet, maraming gulay, prutas, yung mga clean living, green leafy vegetables, and then sa plate niyo po, the more colorful your plate is, the better. Marami pong fruits, vegetables, kasi po marami po yung antioxidants. Yung mga vegetables naman po, high fiber po, mas maigi po yan sa ating colon. Tapos prevent, wag po tayong kumain ng mga matataba at saka yung mga nasusunog-sunog, yung mga grill tapos yung sunog, wag po nating kainin yun. At saka yung mga food na maraming preservatives. Yun po ang pwede nyong gawin to prevent colon cancer, not take the pill. Baka nagpipills ka nga, ang kinakain mo naman, puro yung mga, tosino, yung mga matatabang baboy, ganon, at saka yung mga sunog-sunog. Magkaka-colon cancer din po kayo kung ganon. Okay? So it's best to start with the healthy diet.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. Thank you, Sir Adrian. Ayan. Another question is, pwede daw po pills for acne even if be sexually active or not married?
Yes, actually, for severe acne, our dermatologist friends would refer patients to us for control of acne pag hindi na nila po kaya. Okay, so kahit single ka, wala kang desire to have contraception, wala kang asawa, you can still take the pill. And sometimes we also give the pill actually to make the menses regular. That's another indication that we give the pill for, not just for contraception.
Alright, so may additional question I think sa mga nagme-message po sa atin. Totoo po ba, Doktora, daw yung morning after pills?
Opo, yung morning after pill, it's given right after the sexual contact. Okay? And it should be given at least no less than 72 hours after the sexual act. The earlier, the better. Kasi it will prevent the implantation of the embryo. That's the use of the morning after pill. It will make the endometrial lining not conducive to implantation. Kaya po walang pregnancy na magaganap. Yun po.
Okay. Actually, I think may question pa tayo nung nag-flash. Ayan, from Pamela Gutierrez, hi Tutsi, Happy Women's Month. Wala po bang feel na panlalaki po na sila po yung kukuha imbes na tayo?
Actually po, may mga research, okay, na they are developing the pill for the male. But as of now po, there is no commercially available pill yet for the male, nakagaya po ng para sa babae. So hopefully, eventually, after a few years from now, magkakaroon po ng male counterpart ang oral contraceptive pills. As of now po, unfortunately, wala pa po.
So, yun, wala pa. Okay.
Sumasakit ang likod ko at sobrang
Ayan,
sakit
sumasakit
ng
po ang
puson.
likod ko at sobrang sakit ng puson kapag may period. Normal lang po ba yun?
Okay. I suggest you go to your OBGYN again just to make sure na yung nararamdaman mo is dysmenorrhea lang na walang ibang problem. Okay? Pag minsan kasi baka, meron kang urinary tract infection or infection sa ihi. Kaya sumasakit yung likod mo. Kasi pag hindi po na-address ito, baka umakit siya sa kidney. Magkakaroon ka ng kidney failure. And we don't want that. So that's one. Another is baka kaya sumasakit ang puson mo is meron kang ibang problem like yung mga bukol sa ovary, like meron kang endometriosis. Kasi this will also cause dysmenorrhea or sumasakit ang puson during times of menstruation or during the menstrual period. So we have to remove all of these other causes before ko masasabi na wala kang ibang problem. Kaya it's best to still consult with your OBGYN for proper workup.
Ayun. Doc, last question na po. May nagtatanong po kung effective ba or totoo ba yung morning after pills?
Yes, it's effective as long as you take it right away and you take the right dose for that. But still, on our part, we want the prevention, not damage control. Okay? Maigi na to take the pill from the start kung wala ka namang planong to get pregnant in the future para hindi ka na stress na biglang ay baka ma-pregnant ako. It's better that your body is prepared when you really want to get pregnant and not parang oversight mo lang na morning after pill ka. And at the same time, you will get the additional benefits of taking an oral contraceptive pill.
So, available
Prevention
na
pa rin tayo.
sa Pilipinas po.
Hindi kasi siya available as exactly for that kagaya nung sa ibang bansa. Pills din siya, but we like you take ilang number of tablets for this kind of pill. Ganun siya. Para makuha natin yung actual dosage nung pill na available sa other countries.
Okay, Doc. Pero over-the-counter drug po siya, Doc?
You have to consult with your OBGYN. It's not available over the counter. That's why you really have to go see your doctor first.
Okay, so thank you, Doktora. And sobrang enlightening talaga ng discussion natin, no? Nakakatuwa kasi napag-uusapan natin yung mga ganitong bagay na usually hindi talaga siya komportable pag-usapan kahit naka-close mo yung tao. Pero this is a great opportunity para dito sa ganitong discussion.
Correct. Tama ka dyan, Angeli. So yun nga po, no, maraming salamat, Doktora, sa pagsagot ng mga questions and pag-clarify ng ilang inquiries ng ating audience.
Doktora, maraming salamat po sa pagpapaunlak po ng imbitasyon namin para makasama po kayo sa aming project.
Thank you, Doc.
Marami po kami natutunan,
Thank you very much for inviting
me. Thank you
me.
po. Ingat po.
Questions on contraception no longer have to be asked in hushed tones. When it comes to reproductive health, ask Mara, your go-to gal for contraception. Mara will answer your concerns about a woman's reproductive cycle, answer your questions about the different contraception methods, schedule a pill reminder, and gain access to key information and resources. Visit the Ask Mara PH page and start chatting. Just type your questions on the chat box that will pop up on your screen. For questions on reproductive health and contraception, just ask Mara.
Sa Facebook Live.
There you have it. You know who Mara is already. So in our aim to reach and empower more women, Bayer came up with someone that can also provide information about women's health 24/7. Yes, you can reach out to her anytime and anywhere. She's Mara, your go-to gal for women's health. She is a chatbot developed to answer basic queries about contraception, severe hormonal acne, and endometriosis. She can also remind you when to take pills, when you need to buy next pack, where to buy your medications through the store locator feature, and also where to consult your OBGYN in the comfort of your own home via the telemedicine feature. You can find Mara through her Facebook page as Mara PH and chat with her through Facebook Messenger. Don't forget to like and share Ask Mara with your friends. And remember, it's as simple as ABC. Thank you.
Thank you sa ating Ask Mara. So yun nga po, no, meron tayong QR code na nagpa-flash sa inyong mga screen. Easy to access yung ating information, of course, according to Ask Mara, your go-to gal for contraception. Alright, so I think, Angeli, meron tayong another guest. Naka-yellow siya ngayon and naka-live sila.
Ayan. Sige, let's hear from Dan.
Hi, Dan. Kasama po ni Dan yung iba't iba nating kasamahan sa North Luzon. Hi, Dan! Mukhang nagkakasarapan na ng kainin dyan.
Sobrang nagsusumigaw yung damit mo ng grow.
Correct.
Hello!
Hi, Dan. Kumusta? What's up?
Actually, hindi ko kayo masyado narinig. Pero, hello, hello PS, at saka, Angeli, thank you. Tsaka hello po sa lahat na nanonood ng Facebook Live ngayon. Ayun. So, actually, medyo hindi ko lang kayo rinig. Pero, kaya rin ako andito kasi syempre patapos na rin po yung event natin, yung buyer grow, or yung sinasabi at paulit-ulit natin sinasabi kanina, which is yung greater role of women in agriculture. So, actually, isa ito sa mga project na Bayer Crop Science came up with in partnership in this case, yung first leg ng project natin is in partnership with our pharma colleagues and of course, consumer health. So, ano ba yung bro, no? Bakit paulit-ulit siya? At bakit natin na isipang gawin to? At bakit kailangan i-launch siya ngayong Women's Month? So, the greater role of women in agriculture or Grow in Agri is an initiative of Bayer Crop Science Philippines. Ngayon, it aims to support and empower our women farmers, entrepreneurial mindset, and importance in the industry, to promote agriculture as an income-generating enterprise and establish relationships across our current and next generation of future women. At the same time, Grow in Agri will complement their activities with the women's health focused topics alongside Bayer Philippines Pharma colleagues. So, ang ang goal natin, syempre at Bayer Crop Science, we want to grow with our partner farmers. But at the same time, we recognize the need to celebrate our women farmers. And in this case, we have partnered with different departments dito po sa ating company with Bayer. And sama-sama po natin silang i-celebrate at yung journey po na ito para po mas mapabuti at mapaunlad din ang agrikultura natin in general.
To formally end our Bayer OK Grow session, I'd like to call Miss Arlene Celestial, Head of Marketing Pharmaceuticals, for the closing remarks. Ma'am Arlene? Hi, Ma'am Arlene.
Hello! Magandang tanghali
Ay,
sa
Marla.
ating dalawang magandang hosts for this
Thank you po.
afternoon.
Sige,
Very
ma'am.
engaging. So, marami akong dapat pasalamatan. Unang-una sa lahat to our Bayer Crop Science colleagues. Thank you so much for really paving a way for us to be able to partner in your online kapihan and to this afternoon's Grow Agri amongst women. So, truly, it has been an informative and very entertaining afternoon. Special shout out sa ating mga kababaihan na face-to-face sa Kawayan, Isabela. Magandang tanghali po sa inyong lahat, and hopefully as you do your fellowship face-to-face, you'll stay safe while enjoying each other's company. And of course, online, whether it's in Bayer Crop Science Facebook or in Ask Mara, magandang tanghali sa lahat. And happy Women's Month. So it's really an honor and privilege to be closing this afternoon's event. No, I'd like to personally thank Dr. Sazon-Carlos, our speaker for this afternoon, for really that very informative lecture that she has given to empower us women in terms of contraception and really planning our own family. Whether you're a first time mom, a child spacing mom, a very career oriented woman, or a first time pill taker, there is really a contraception that can help you as you plan your family. Wag nga lang nating kalimutan ang pinaka-importante, consult your OBGYN. In all of your symptoms or concerns in your reproductive health, wag nating kalimutan na importanteng kumonsulta sa doktor. And talking about agri for this afternoon. So I like the tagline, no? Grow meaning greater role of women in agri, and this is really very empowering. And I hope that this afternoon's lecture have empowered you, women, to have the courage to really focus on your own health. Kasi women in general, guilty ako of this most of the time. We're very nurturing, 'di ba? As women, we want to take care and be in control of things, whether it's in our family, in our community, and even in our workplace. However, when it comes to really taking good care of ourselves, sometimes yun pa yung nane-neglect natin. So let's remember that we can only grow our family, our community, and even our workplace if we tend and nurture ourselves. So, with that, maraming salamat. Kung meron pa kayong ibang gustong malaman about contraception or about women's health, alam niyo na po na andyan si Ask Mara, our go-to gal for women's health, and we have a Facebook page. So, just go to the link of Ask Mara. So, maraming salamat. Good afternoon and God bless to everyone.
All right. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ms. Arlene Celestial, again, our Head of Marketing for Pharmaceuticals. And of course, again, we would like to thank sa ating mga farmers na kasama from different parts of the Philippines. Of course, especially sa ating live audience sa Isabela. Hi mga ma'am! Kaway po kayo! Maraming salamat po!
Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta, sa pagbibigay ng oras.
Medyo delayed lang yung ating yung audio at saka video. But I think dumating naman yung message. Ayan. So, ayun po, no? Maraming salamat po. And of course, to Ma'am Arlene, Ma'am Elzandi, and to Dr. Dianalyn sa ating discussion a while ago. Correct, Angelino? So, physical man or online, salamat po sa inyong pagdalo at patuloy na pagsuporta sa Buyer Okay. And of course, sa lahat ng activities na ginagawa natin to ensure safety and women empowerment. So, what's more, Angeline?
Yes, we are very grateful po. Sana magsimula ito para mas maging empowered ang ating mga kababaihan at maisulong natin ang pantay-pantay pagtrato sa ating lahat. Ayun, Happy Women's Month!
Okay. Happy Women's Month, Angeli and everyone.
Happy Women's Month! Sa suporta!